Welcome to the Inspired by InVideo show. Here you can learn about how to use InVideo, ask questions and show off your videos. Stephen Healy is a content creator and facilitator for BeLive TV. I'm John Upton and I'm a video creator and general marketer for an agency based in the UK called Think and Do. Abu asked in the group about using custom shapes. How can he create a custom shape and use it in InVideo? So I've got a package here, a drawing package. This is CorelDRAW, but you could use any package that allows you to export a PNG with a transparent background. So I'm just going to quickly create a random shape. Yeah, so I'm going to add a thing there, move that around like that. So I've now got a random shape, and just to make it easy to see, I'm going to fill it full of red. So we'd agree that's a custom shape if ever there was one. It's got a black edge, so I'm just going to remove the black edge, and I do that by selecting none. Okay, so now I've got my random shape. I can change its size if I so desire. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller, and so I've got the random shape, and now I'm going to export that, and I'm going to save that in my pictures folder. And I don't want a PDF, I want a PNG. I want selected only because I only want the shape that I've got selected. I'm just going to check so you can see it's selected. That will mean I will get a transparent background. I'm going to give it the name of 0001 underscore shape. Okay, so I can easily find it. So if I export that, you can see here that it's got a transparent background. You can see it's 301 pixels wide and 329 pixels high at a resolution of 100. Most things on screen are 96. I'm not going to mess around changing that to 96. So no background, so let's say OK. And so now, if we just check in pictures, we should have this shape here. Okay, now I'm in InVideo, build your own scene, blah blah blah, background, etc. I'm just going to slide that out the way. So I'm going to go to upload media, I'm going to go to pictures, and there is my customized shape. And if I drag it on, there is my shape, and I'm there. So that's creating a custom shape, bring it in using the upload media, and then simply placing it on the desktop. We had a question from Chris in Belgium about how can I highlight an individual word within a sentence. I put up this sentence here which I stole off the front page of the BBC website, and if we scroll down a little bit and we open our colours, you can see we've got a text colour. Okay, and let's go here and look at the text. Now we can either go here and highlight, or we can go here and highlight. It doesn't matter where you do it. So let's highlight, take the word people, hit highlight. Now you can see it's gone red. If we go to colours, you'll see we now have a second box called a highlight colour. So I have a white text and a highlight colour. Now you don't have to have that red. That's probably what I used last time I did a highlight. You can change it to any colour you want, any shade you want. Yeah, bright green, bright yellow, bright blue, whatever you choose. Let's have a nice bright yellow. So now if I go here and I highlight UK and I highlight vaccinated, they also come in with the same text colour. And if I decide after I've done all three I don't really like that colour choice, let's make them red, they'll all change automatically. So that's how you highlight text in a sentence. One thing I regularly see in the group is complaints that it's impossible to accurately trim a video in InVideo, and it's not. So let's add this video, and you can see here the trimming here, and people say to me, yeah, but you know, dragging this accurately, you know, I want there 20 to 40 seconds or whatever, and doing it accurately is just impossible. But the real answer is, the secret is here. So if you want 20 seconds to 40 seconds, simply key it in here. So now we're going to get starting at 20, ending at 40 seconds, click done, and hey presto, we've now got our 20-second accurately trimmed video. And if you like, we'll play it. Now you've got to remember that it starts wherever this stick is, so we need to put the stick at the beginning. And you can see we've got our 20-second video. Okay, so that's accurate trimming. Now we've got accurate trimming, what can we do with it? Okay, I posted the video that you've just seen in the group, and a load of people asked me how it's done. So we're going to slow down a section to 25%. I'm going to make the section a bit longer than in the video you saw before, because I want to make a couple of points from it. So here is the video. It's 20 seconds long, and we're going to add it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to slow the section from 8 to 12 seconds, that's 4 seconds of the 20-second video, down to 25% of speed. Now to do that, I actually need to add it 3 times. So we saw our accurate way of working out how to crop or trim, and so I'm going to go here and I'm going to do this to 8 seconds. 8 seconds, done. Okay, so now I've got 8 seconds of video on there. There's going to be little black marks at the top and bottom, but we're not worried about. This is about principles, not prettiness. So I've got a scene with 8 seconds of video in. Now I want to slow down the next 4 seconds. So I'm going to add a scene. I don't want it from template, I want it from black. So let's just add a scene there, and I'm going to add 4 seconds of video into there. So let's make it 4 seconds long, but I'm doing this deliberately because I want to demonstrate something to you. So we've got 4 seconds seen there. Whoops. So I've made my and we're going to put 4 seconds into there, but we're going to slow it down by 25%. And let's just type runner again. And I do hate this. Why doesn't it show me the same things as it did last time I used the word runner? So there it is. Let's add it to the second scene. But this time we want to start at 8:01 and we want to go till 12 seconds. So we go to 12:00. So now we've got 4 seconds there. Well, 3:99 to be accurate. But we're going to slow this down to 1/4 speed. But here's the important thing. The scene will increase to accommodate the video. So we're slowing it down to 1/4, so it will be 4 times longer than is shown there. So now if we click done, you'll see it's added 15.96 seconds because it was 3.99 long. So that's an important thing to think about, is that when you slow it down, the video will last longer, because we started with a 20-second long video and we're now at 24 seconds as our total duration. Okay, and just to show quickly how it is, let's, and you can see they've slowed down. So let's stop that. I'm going to come on here and I'm going to delete that. You need the little dot showing, and I'm going to delete the logo too, and I'm going to go back to scene 1 and I'm going to copy that. So Control C, go here, Control V, and I'm going to go back to scene 1 and I'm going to copy that, Control C, and I'm going to go to here and Control V. So now I've got my continuity of my logo and my heading. Okay, so now I want to add the rest of the video back in. So I'm going to scroll along, click scene, blank scene. Yes, I want it after here. Okay, so let's find out again. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. Let's add there. And this time we want to run to the end, and we're going to go 1, 2, 01. Done. So now that adds there. So we started out with a 20-second video and we're going to end up with a video that's almost 32 seconds long. Let's nip back to here. Let's Control C, Control V. Let's nip back to here, Control C, Control V. Okay, so there we've got that. I've got one more task to do. I absolutely hate Mr. Princeton till it drives me to the end, so I'm going to swap the music on it. I'm going to go something corporate-y, and I'm going to use something, so I've got 31 seconds, so it really isn't all that matter how much. Let's just do let's listen to Corporate Flying. Ooh. prissy, isn't it? Let's see what we can find. Well, that's the same thing. Don't sound like running, does it? One more try. Inspiring. That'll do. So let's add that. And there we are. Now we get a default fade of 2. If you like, you can increase the fade a bit. So let's go back to the very beginning. Let's find our pointer. Let's take the pointer back to the beginning. We really could do with a home button and a beginning of scene and an end of scene to make this move. They'd fit nicely either side of here. So now let's play. So that's how you can slow down a section to 25%. And just as we were able to slow down a section, we can speed a section up. And InVideo allows you to slow down to 25% and to go all the way up to 250%, in other words, a quarter through 2.5 times. Now, one of the things I didn't mention before is it's best to use a video that doesn't have any sound, or to mute the sound if you are using a video, because otherwise when you speed it up and you slow it down, you're going to either get or so try and use a video without sound, or mute the sound on the video. So what we're going to do now is, I've left the first scene as it was up to 8 seconds. I have changed it to say speed up a section to 250%. So now we're going to add a scene, blank scene. Yes, we do want it afterwards. And we're going to go and add our video again. Okay, so this time, just as before, we want to go from 8:01 to 12:00. But this time we're going to make it 2.5 times faster. Okay, so that will shorten its duration as opposed to lengthen its duration. So if we click done, you'll see now we have a very short 1 minute 1 second and point. Well, I'm lousy at this. 1.88 second length of scene. Okay, and if I move this to here and play, you'll see it's very short, very quick, and very speeded up. In fact, what I didn't do was remove these and remove this, and now, as before, I can add a scene after it. So let's add a blank scene. Yes, we'll get rid of these and we'll copy and paste those in afterwards. So what we're going to do is add it again to this scene, and just like before, we're going to set our start time to 12 01, and we're going to leave our out time at the end of the video, and we're going to leave this at 1 time. So let's click done. Let's come back to scene 1. Let's Control C, go to scene 2, Control V, go to scene 3, Control V, come back to scene 1, copy the logo, Control C, Control V, Control V, and now all we need to do is add some music. So I'm going to go over to music, and I'm going to use a different tune this time, so I'm going to go to electronic, and let's use this one, The Chance. I think this has got a bit of a beat into it, so let's add that. Turn this off. And again, I'm going to just enhance my length of my fade a tiny time. So let's go to the beginning. Let's play that. So hopefully you could see the point. It's probably would have been better to have had a slightly longer length speeded up, but you can see how to do it in principle. Hi, I mentioned about turning the volume off on a video, so I thought I'd quickly show you how you can do that. So we've got this video here, and if we play it, you can hear the cars moving. If we stop, we click on video 1, go to edit, click on video edit, and you can turn the volume off simply by clicking there. And if we play it again, you'll see there's no volume. So that's how you can remove the volume from a video. Hope you enjoyed that and you got some benefit from what we covered. So stay safe and look after yourself out there. We'll see you next week.